Hi, you guys. Birdie here. So this is going to be a reading just for right now, the present time, for somebody in the collective. So I was meditating, connecting to Source, Spirit Guides, and Angels, and asked for any kind of what this reading could be regarding. And I received that this is regarding a message, like either, and so I think it's a phone call. And also I saw a portal. So what I'm thinking is that this call could potentially, accepting what's being offered, because it does seem like it's an offer, is going to transport you to a new life. So let's get some more information on that, spirits. What do we got? And that's a very powerful, powerful message. What more can we get from that? We got Teddy Swims, I Only Want You When You're Gone. So this could be confirmation. And I don't want to feed anybody's delusion, man. I am not here to friggin' do that. God knows. I've had enough of that crap in my life. But it could be a love interest coming in with a message saying they miss you. And then it's up to you to decide where you want to go from there. But what are the cards, Spirit? What are the cards to support this reading, if you would? Okay, so that flipped out. What else, spirits? What else? So this is a Knight of Wands came out. Or sorry, not a Knight, a King of Wands. So a masculine energy. Just a reminder, all my readings are LGBTQ friendly, LGBTQ plus. Don't want to leave anybody out. There is no gender in the tarot, just energies, masculine, feminine. Got two more cards. What else, Spirit? What else can I tell somebody watching this? What else can we give them? What other information? I'm running out of room on my table. What in the world? So that's a large clump. Oops. I got 4 cards. I need one more, if you would, please, spirits. Oh, I got 2. Okay, well, actually I got 3. So we're gonna go with it. Give me a moment to download in my brain what's happening here. Okay, so we have a lot here. So the first card that came out was the King of Wands. The King of Wands. And if you look at the card, it's a really stand-up, masculine energy with the lion behind him. The lion signifies being led spiritually. It's an entrepreneur, someone who could be an entrepreneur, a natural born leader, ideas that can be ultra successful, a creative visionary, timelessness, success, and fire. So passionate and heart fueled, we build this empire of light together. So this is the King of Wands, and this was the first king that came out in this reading. And just to let you know, this could be somebody who's going to be contacting you, because I do definitely feel a sense of contact. And this contact is regarding like a collaboration is what I'm getting. And it may come in as like a business offer, but I am seeing that it's going to lead to more, or it could possibly lead to more, or maybe this, because this King of Wands has more on his mind than just business. That's all I'm going to say about that. Intuitively, that is what I feel. But it is coming in as a business venture. And that's told me by the rest of the cards that we have here. The next card is the King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles is in the reverse energy. And so this is the upright energy. It looks like this is an older person. And so the person coming to you there might be an age difference, right? There in the dynamic between the two of you. And so what this is it's in its reverse. This is obsessing over riches, seeking status, greed, a need to balance the material with the spiritual. So this might be part of the energy that is actually in the King of Wands, because remember, you can have more than one king attached to you, especially if like this could be emperor status person. And this is just pretty much like a warning, like you need to check yourself. Like, if you feel like this is a money-making opportunity that you're going to be walking into, or, asking somebody to join with you to do, you really want to remember the reason why you're doing it, right? And yeah, of course, we all want to be supported by the universe, but let's not be greedy, right? We have pentacles enough to share with other people if it's really going to be a money-making opportunity. So you want to remember that. The next thing that came up is the Page of Wands. And if you remember, the Page of Wands is this really exciting energy. And there's so many cards that came out on this reading. So the Page of Wands is explosive creativity and infectious enthusiasm. Ideas aplenty. Creative beginnings, a newly found inspiration. Honing a new skill or passion. And this is the card that makes me think that this King of Wands wants to come in with a business venture as well, because they're both tied to creativity. Wands is the creative vision suit, and trying new things, gifting yourself permission to dream, great energy for creative ideation, brainstorming, and a youthful spark. So somebody's feeling very youthful with their great idea, and possibly at the thought of this opportunity. Excuse me. So the next card that we have then, we've got the 7, 8, and 9 of Swords all came out. And so the 7 of Swords, it could be deception or betrayal, and taking only what is needed. The universe bearing witness to true intentions. But it's also being strategic, being grateful for the resources that you have, moving silently and quickly. So this could be a sign that this energy, this masculine energy, is moving quickly. But it could also be a warning to just make sure you read the contract. I mean, make sure that what is being offered to you, right, with this communication, that it feels good, that it feels right. Always want to be careful though, right? And so that's what that is basically just make sure you take in everything with this offer that's coming. And then the Nine of Swords is it's using your stories or past experiences or excuses to remain shackled. So if this comes into you, right, there could be a feeling tied to it that like old stories, like old shit, like maybe you've had something happen to you doing collaboration with somebody else that was a really bad experience. But Spirit is saying, do not let that hold you back. And that could also be what the Seven of Swords is just that remembering of another time when you tried to collaborate with somebody else and it did not go as planned. Because remember, we have a King of Wands and we have a Page of Wands. These are very positive, creative powers. And so I think these swords cards that are coming out or somebody's own shit coming up to possibly block them from something that could potentially be really good for them. So when I said that about the Seven of Swords, I think there's a past betrayal that you've had from somebody that you collaborated with in the past. And you're going to have to move past this in order to get this good thing that's coming. I honestly believe that. Because the next card that we got was the Nine of Swords. And this is where we've got the person looking into a mirror, right? And reflecting. And they're seeing where they were bound, where they were blindfolded. But they're no longer that way, right? And if you can also look at it as looking in a mirror and seeing where you're being guided by Spirit. You know, this is being guided by Spirit and allowing Spirit to guide you. Even though you're blind to what the outcome is going to be, it's having blind faith. So that's that. Very positive card. And then the last card that came out was the Three of Pentacles. And so the Three of Pentacles is cooperation, community, teaching and learning, sharing and listening, teamwork. There's no limit to what you can manifest together. And so this is the final card that makes me think that this is an offer to collaborate with somebody else on a creative vision. And Spirit is just saying you need to overcome this past experience, this past bad experience that you've had, because this is going to be lucrative for you. Okay? Of course, I can't say, I can't tell you what to do, of course, but I can tell you what Spirit's bringing out in the message. And so I hope this helps somebody. Have a great day. Love.